Hey YouTube, Sack Guy here. I want to talk to you today about the model Huntsman Lite. It's a 5-layer knife. The normal Huntsman is a 4-layer knife, but this one is a 5-layer. It's a 91mm model, which is about 3.5 inches. It's 24.8 millimeters wide, which comes out to about 15/16 of an inch. It weighs in at 121.5 grams, which is right around 4¼ ounces. Fully opened, it's 159 millimeters long, which comes out to about 6¼ inches. Now this one and the Huntsman Lite only comes in ruby red scales. They're plus scales, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Now, as you look at the layers here, you'll notice something, this big gray thing. This is the light, which it's a white LED, and it gives a decent amount of light in the dark. It lights up things pretty well to where you can operate. This is by no means a main flashlight. This would be a backup light. Now, it does come out, fold out, and I don't know if you can see right here. Get up a little bit closer. This little dot right there. That is where you would push through in order to open up the battery compartment. And it has two 1225 batteries in there. Now it folds back down, locks in. To turn on the light, as I was shown before, you have to pull the button back towards you. Now, the main, I guess I would say, flaw here is if you're carrying this in your pocket and you go to push it, down into your pocket, this can activate and turn the light on while it's in your pocket. That's the only drawback I see to this little flashlight. Now, it has an inline Phillips with the light, and these are the two main differences on the Huntsman, is the light and the inline Phillips, which has a 90-degree stop for safety. And it is a handy little Phillips. It's basically a number 2 Phillips. And then it has your master blade, your small blade, scissors, the wood saw, screwdrivers, can opener, bottle opener. Now, as I said, this is the ruby red scales, and on this side it does have the tweezers, and on the other side you have your pen and your toothpick. And where the corkscrew's at, right here, you have a straight pin. Let's see if I pull that out to where you can, yeah, hard to see there, but which is a very tiny, if I can pick it up, and there's a very tiny hole right here in the scale for your straight pin. See that? Now in the corkscrew is a small screwdriver for, this is a super fine screwdriver you can use on your glasses, sunglasses, and so on when things get loosened. On the back are also a fine screwdriver, the hook, and the awl with an eye for sewing. Now, a lot of people complain about the hook, and I saw this on another channel, I forget where, that was talking about this. And when you have the Plus model, if you put the, now let's see if I can get it to work. Here we go. If you put the ink pen, then you got it to where you can use it as a pen, rather than trying to use the ink cartridge by itself. Just gives you a little bit more to hold on to and write. See here, where you just makes it a little bit easier, and it's just another way of using your knife. Like I said, the only difference between the Ruby Crystal Huntsman and the regular Huntsman, or I should say the Huntsman Lite and the regular Huntsman, again, is the Lite. I have carried this quite a few times, and I've had the problem where slide it into one of my pockets, or even putting it into a sheath. Having one of the sheaths, you can, as you can see there, just pushing it in to the sheath, the light turns on. So you have to be kind of careful how you put it in. You could slide it in this way and then turn it over, and you don't, dang it, I did it again. So you can see where the downfall is on that little light. It is handy, but you have to be careful with it that you don't accidentally turn it on. And place it into the sheaths, just about any of them. Let's see if I have another one here. See if this will work any better. And that one worked okay. Didn't turn it on. Or you can slide it in that way if you want to carry it in a sheath. Again, carry it in your pocket. You can accidentally turn that light on, which will run down your battery and kind of defeats the purpose of having it. But it is a cool little knife. Like all Victorinox Swiss Army knives, it's a very handy little thing. You just have to be conscious of that switch so that it doesn't get activated by accident. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this review of the Huntsman Lite. And remember, always be prepared.